So this is the King Henry died sheet. Now, this is what we're going to use for metrics. And guys, it's so funny because even to this day, an adult, and I'll still write this out on my paper. When I'm in the drugstore or whatever, I was actually buying some vitamins the other day, and I wanted to see, because it was like grams and milligrams, and I wanted to see how many I needed for these specific vitamins, for vitamin D. What? Why are you laughing? Well, he died drinking chocolate milk. You know why? He was not lactose intolerant. He was not. No, he died drinking chocolate milk because he was gluttonous. Well, it wasn't like necessarily chocolate milk, but he had a very rich diet, and all the things that was in his diet, he ate too much. He died from eating too much. No, he got he had like these problems in his leg or whatever, and the blood wasn't flowing. So, yes. Yes. Everybody dies from drinking chocolate milk, so don't do it. No, he was just a gluttonous king. Yeah, he didn't die from like that, but like his diet was so rich. He had a lot of meats and fats and things, and he didn't eat like nutritious things. So he didn't die from that. He died from diseases from not eating well. He ate too rich of foods. Yeah, he ate too much. All right, let's keep going. So every time it's King Henry died, and it's usually, and most times you see by, and that means base. Drinking chocolate milk. So by means base. So your base of your measurement, you're either going to have grams, liters, or meters. That's the three things we're measuring here. Just like with the customary, meters is we're measuring length. So that's similar to where we're measuring like feet, inches, yards, miles. All right, liters is where we're measuring what? Capacity. So that's going to be your liquids, right? So that's going to be your cups and your gallons and pints. So like if I go to the store, your mom might say, get a 2-liter of Coke, right? A soda. Thank you. It's that larger bottle of soda. All right, and the grams is what? We got length, capacity, weight. And that's going to be your like pounds and tons and all that. So that's metric is so much easier because all we're doing is moving that decimal. All right. So do you remember when we did place value? And I always said that when you have behind the decimal, that's where you put that last number at. So in the thousandths place, that's where that last number in the thousandths place goes. This is similar to that. So let's just do a couple of examples. What if I had, let's say I did 4 meters. 4 meters. All right. And I want you to tell me, I want you to get the equivalent of 4 meters to milliliters, to millimeters. Millimeters. So if I got 4 meters and I want to make it 4 millimeters, so all I do is I move my decimal. My decimal's here. Move my decimal. I'm at meters. Move my decimal to millimeters. There, and what goes in these holes? So I have 4 meters is the same as 4,000 millimeters. That makes sense? Yeah, because that's like, but say it with me like, so if we had the meters right there, it's watch, kilo, meter, hecta, meter, deca, meter, decimeter, centimeter, millimeter. Same thing with liter. That's why this is so much easier. Ready? Kiloliter, hectoliter, decaliter, liter, deciliter, centiliter, milliliter. Yeah, it's so much easier. So we got grams. Ready? Kilogram, hectogram, decagram, gram, decigram, centigram, milligram. So essentially, your base, which is here, is your starting point. Okay? And when you go that way, when you go this way, you're getting larger. Okay? And then when you go this way, you're getting smaller. Okay? So that's the way it goes. But this is always your base. It's your starting point. So no matter what, with metric, no matter if it's length, capacity, or weight, all we're doing is moving the decimal because these are based off of base 10, just like our number system. Our number system is based off base 10, right? When you get a 10, what happens? You start over. What happens if you're doing a clock and elapsed time? Is that based off base 10? No, it's not. Based off the 12, the 60, which is aggravating a lot of times, right? Because you're having to figure it out. That's why elapsed time is important because it's a different way of doing something. But this is so much easier. All right, so let's go ahead and look at the sheet. Now, we're going to be looking at 16-2, Reteaching and Practice, and we're doing all of it. And we're going to be using this chart here to help us. Now, let's go ahead and start with 1, 2, and 3. Mass of a cow. What unit of measurement would you use? Meters, liters, or grams to figure out? Grams. Because you're figuring out that weight of that cow, right?
No, you might not use grams. You might use like kilograms.
Well, yeah, but it's just saying the base. Which base unit? Which base unit?
So it's like the weight.
Yeah, which base unit are we using? Right? Length of a carrot. What base unit are we using? Listen, we're only doing metric. Meters, liters, or grams? Meter. All right, what about capacity? Remember, that's that liquid. Yep. ER. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go on down and do number 4. Now, remember how I said earlier the last number goes where that unit of measurement is. Go ahead, sweetie. So if that says 45 grams, you'll go to grams. Where's grams at? Right here. And are you going to put the 4 in that spot or the 5? The 5. So the 5 goes there. The 4 goes there. So help me read it. Ready? 45 grams. Does that make sense? That's just like our place value. 45 grams. Now remember where our decimal is always behind it, correct? Now it's wanting us to move our decimal to milligrams. Milligrams, ready? Let's move it to our milligrams. So we're at grams. Deci, centi, milli. It goes there. So what goes in these holes? So now it's 45000. 45,000 milligrams. And that is all you have to do is move that decimal. You're not multiplying. You're not dividing. You don't have to say, okay, 12 inches are in a foot and 3 feet in a yard. We don't have to do any of that stuff. Okay? I don't know, sister. I wish we would. I wish we would. All right, now. Let's worry about this one first. Number 5. 3,450 milliliters. So what we're going to do is take our last number, which is what? 0, and go to milliliters, and then write our number. So it's 3450 in the milliliter spot. So the milliliter spot's here. So write your last number. 0, 5, 4, 3. Is that the right number? Yeah. What's that? That's right. So wherever that unit of measurement is, it says milliliters. Because this is liters, right? Our decimal always starts wherever our unit of measurement is. See that right there? That's where our unit of measurement. Our unit of measurement said 3,450 milliliters. And that's where our decimal goes. Now what you're going to do is move your decimal to your new spot. What's our new spot? Liters. So we're going to move it to liters. So there's our decimal because it's at liters now. How does our number look now? Do we need the zero? No, we don't need any more. So now our answer so 3,400 milliliters is the same as 3 45/100 of a liter. Our decimal goes where our unit of measurement is. So our decimal goes where our unit of measurement is. So what does our decimal say? 4 5/10 of a meter. Put your decimal at what? Meter. Put your decimal at what? Meter. Now write your number. Yes. So our decimal goes where our unit of measurement is. Now, move your decimal to your conversion of millimeter. Ready? So we're at meters, decimeters, centimeters, millimeters. That's our new spot. So what we put in these holes? So write your new number. So 4.5 meters is the same as 4,500 millimeters. Let's do the next decimal one. I'm going to let y'all do it on your own for a moment. Number 7. All right, so number 7 says 1 68 liters is the same as how many milliliters. Wherever that decimal is, put it where the unit of measurement is. So your decimal goes where? Where's your decimal go? At where? At the liters. So go to liters, put your decimal, and then write your number. Now move your decimal to your new number, milliliters. Ready? Move it. Okay, what goes in that hole right there? So 1 68 of a liter is the same as 1,680 milliliters. So wherever that decimal is, wherever that decimal is right there, is where you put your unit of measurement. So where that decimal is, that's your unit of measurement. Liters, decimal, liters. Okay? Go ahead and start number 8. Just work on the rest of the sheet, and then we'll go over it together. So pause your video, work on the rest of the sheet, and we'll continue together. All right, let's resume. Now, let's say you run out of space on the chart I provided you. What I would tell you to do is to grab a piece of paper, and you're going to essentially write this out. So, King Henry died by drinking chocolate milk. And by your base, that's going to be whether it's meters, liters, or grams. So I'm going to do it on this piece of paper here. So the next one I'm working on is this 28 centimeters. So my decimal is at the end, right? So that's where my last number is. So I'm going to go to centimeters. I'm going to write 28. Because where's my decimal at? It's at the centimeters. All right. I'm going to now move my decimal to where? Millimeters. So move it. And what's my answer now? 280. All right, guys. If you're getting any of these wrong, mark them. I can go over them with them later. All right, next one. Grams, remember that's your base. So 7,658 grams. So where your decimal is at, my decimal is here at grams. Write my number. Now I'm going to move my decimal to kilograms. So there's my deca, hecto, kilo. So move it. So now my decimal is there. How we do on that one? I like how people were saying, you know what, I got this wrong. They're erasing it. You can't see that. You can sit at the front of the room. Get a clipboard. Yeah, move your seat if you need to. So the next one is 600 centimeters. So our decimal, of course, is right there at the back, right? And that's where we're going. We're going to go to centimeters, put our decimal, write our number out. 600 what? Centimeters. 600 centimeters. All right, we're moving our decimal to what? Meters. So 600 centimeters is the same as 6 meters. You did just get here, and you are getting it right. That's awesome. I'm proud of you. All right, next one, 5,000 milligrams. All right, so what you're going to do, our decimal is at the very end, our last number. So go ahead and start writing it. Help me read it. 5,000 milligrams. 5,000 milligrams. We're going to move our decimal to what? Grams. We're on number 11. So 5,000 milligrams is the same as what? 5 grams. All right, 5.1 kilometers. So wherever that decimal is, that unit of measurement goes. So our decimal goes to what? Kilometers. Let me do this on a new sheet of paper. Easier to see it. Okay. So our decimal, put it there, and then write your number. So 5 1/10 of a kilometer. We're going to move that decimal from the kilometer spot to the meter spot. And remember, your meters are at your base. Right there. All right, and then we're going to add zeros in those spots. So 5 1/10 a kilometer is the same as 5,100 meters. $13. Where's your decimal go for 13? Nope. Right now, not later on, but right now, where's the decimal go for 13? At your what? Base, which is your what? Liters for this, right? So my decimal goes there. Decimal, a unit of measurement. My unit of measurement is there at liters. And then you write your number around it, of course. So we're at liters. We got to move it to what? Milliliters. (1,780 milliliters now. All right, 14. Where's our decimal go for 14, guys? The base again, because we're at liters. So we're at liters. Put your decimal there. Write your number around it. And we're going to move our decimal to what? Milliliters. So what's our new number? Do we need this 0 right here in the front? No, it means nothing. Okay, 15. Where is our decimal? What spot? Meters, liters, kiloliters, meters. So then we write our number. All right, and where are we moving it to? Kilometers. We're at kilometers. Do I put that or do I put the zeros behind it? Do you need those zeros there? No, they mean nothing. So 4,300 meters is the same as 4 3/10 of a kilometer. What's that? Okay, we're almost to the end. All right, 9,000 centimeters. So find it. Your decimal goes at the centimeters. Write your number. All right, we're going to move our decimal to what? Meters right here. Are we moving to millimeters? No, we're moving to meters. So now it's what? 90 meters. 9,000 centimeters, the same as 90 meters. Okay, last one. Where are we putting our decimal at for 17? Milligrams right here, and then write our number. So 8,000 milligrams is the same as what? 8 grams. Getting it? It's moving that decimal. All right, last question. It is recommended that people have 1 gram of calcium each day. How many milligrams of calcium is that? So if I go to 1 gram, how many milligrams is that? And that's what I was talking about. When I'm in the drugstore and I'm trying to figure out, like, I had to have some vitamin D. And it said 3,000 milligrams on it. And my husband was like, you need to get this many milligrams or grams. And I know what I need to convert it to. Yeah, 3 grams, exactly. Right? All right, guys. You have a little bit of time right now to do 16-2 practice on the back. If you have not already done that. Okay? And then I will go over this. If you are finished and you check with the people at your table, then you can work on Zern for a couple minutes. All right, so I'm just going to go over 4 through 11 for the sake of time, because we have to move into our science fair projects. So help me out. For 2.7 meters is the same as what? 2,700 centimeters. All right, what about this one? Number 5? 1,600. 9,000. I like this group over here that's talking. Thank y'all for helping me. Awesome. What about number 9?
And then 32,000.
Awesome. Do I need to work out any of these? Raise your hand if I do. Any questions?
I can argue on number
11?
11. If what 32 times 1,000 is 32,000.
All right, so he's saying decimals there, right? Is he right? Is he right? It is. Fact check on that one. Thank you, sir. 32,000. Questions right now? All right, guys. So we're going to move on to the next thing. Awesome, awesome, awesome.